Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of sport. So y'all check this out. Now, this might be a little bit uneasy for some, right? But I'm gonna make it quick. But I'm just gonna make sure that some people we got some stuff to do here. Right at the beginning of the year, we had tennis tournament, the Australian Open, right? Novak Djokovic got 20 Grand Slams, the same as Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer, right? Well, Novak Djokovic wasn't allowed to play in the tournament because he was unvaccinated, right? He wasn't allowed to play in the tournament because he was unvaccinated. So Nadal won the tournament, and now Nadal has 21 Grand Slams, and Novak Djokovic wasn't allowed to attend. Now, with all the updated news, right, let's just make sure it's clear. Novak Djokovic deserves an apology, right? All he was unvaccinated, right? Did anybody ask? You know, we always keep not asking the questions because we're sheep most of the time. All you can do is see something on TV and then you don't do your research. But what did unvaccinated mean? What did it ever mean? It just means I'm not being obedient, right? That means I'm reading the back of a product that I'm about to buy, right? Or I'm about to be injected with. I'm just reading what can happen, like maybe side effects or, you know, the pros and cons of every product that you take. But the government told us we don't have that decision, right? Showed us all the pictures of the people that were, you know, passing away. Showed us hospitals that were overfull, right? The whole day, day in and day out. So, but what did an unvaccinated person, what does that mean? You know, Novak Djokovic, for example, was unvaccinated. Does that mean that he was more infectious? Did that ever mean that he would give it to somebody quicker? It never ever meant that. All it meant was, hey, maybe if I get it, I might have to go through some hardship, right? And that's your decision. He didn't say, I'm not going to come to Australia and not test myself. I'm rich. I'll test myself every 30 minutes if you want me to, right? But the government knew that people were going to say, wait a minute, I'm vaccinated. I don't give a damn if he's rich. He needs to do it too. Instead of asking the question, what the hell does unvaccinated mean? It never meant anything. Ever. It just meant I'm not taking that. That's all that meant. It didn't mean I'm harming anybody. You know, families were separated. People couldn't visit family members because somebody was vaccinated, somebody wasn't. Right? Ridiculous. And the government, let me make sure this is clear. You know what they're saying right now? Damn, that was easy. Here we have a product that doesn't stop you from getting it, doesn't stop you from giving it to nobody, and we just telling them that, hey, you know, it helps you. If you get it, it won't be that bad. Without proof. Now, all the proof and stuff is coming out now. All of the truths are coming out now. All of the side effects that you can happen are coming out now. All the people that were earning money from it are coming out now, right? So, Novak Djokovic deserves a damn apology. He was never a problem. All he wasn't being is obedient. I'm not taking something that y'all didn't study but a couple of weeks, right? And it doesn't do anything that I would like a vaccine to do. Which means if I'm taking a vaccine, then I'm good. I ain't got to worry about a mask. I ain't worried about how far I stand from somebody, and neither do they. That's what this vaccine's supposed to do, but we didn't ask that no more, right? Because we're obedient, and we just listen, right? Never. Now this is what irked me with people. Is like, what does an unvaccinated person mean at all? Nothing more. Right? We see that vaccinated, unvaccinated, whatever you are, you can get it, you can give it. It can be hard if you get it, and it can be light if you get it. For both of them, there's no difference whatsoever. The only difference is unvaccinated don't have no side effects. That's it. Right? There's nothing, right? And then, you know, and a whole lot of other stuff, but I don't want to get into it because it's not only a vaccinated video, but all over the world, people are showing that it's just ridiculous. There's no mask in most of the places in Europe. Denmark came out and said, hey, we're not going to lie to our people anymore. So everybody take the mask off and just handle your business, right? If only person got to wear a mask is somebody who's positive in Denmark, Right? That's it, because it's a common cold to them. And Omicron is. No one's saying that about Alpha and Delta. That's not the point. But the bottom line is, and then on top of it, to try to mandate people to take something like that. Do you know that the government right now is like, damn, that was easy. And if you don't wake the hell up, you're gonna, in 2 or 3 years, they'll be mandating something else, which I don't even want to get into. We don't want them to mandate something else. It can get worse. So next time, ain't no damn mandates. No, we'll decide. You can tell us, hey, this could be good for you, and we decide if we take it or not, no matter what it is. Hope we learn from that. Now, another person we got to say apologize to is Kyrie Irving. It's a basketball player for the Brooklyn Nets, one of the baddest ones. Some people that don't watch basketball or watch movies might say, oh, well, Uncle Drew. You saw a basketball movie with an old dude playing? That was him. Kyrie Irving got some of the best handles we've ever seen, right? And, me personally, because he doesn't play on my team, or, he's a, I ain't gonna say a ball hog, but he got so much skills that he plays most one-on-one basketball. He's not my favorite player or anything until recently, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't roll with him because he ain't playing for LA, you know what I'm saying, and whatever. But the dude is awesome. He's one of the best finishers around the court. He's got everything in his offensive game that you need. He can play defense too when he wants to. He just doesn't, unless it's crunch time or unless Steph Curry is in front of him. Then he'll play some defense. But at the end of the day, he couldn't play home games because New York had the nerve to mandate people to take the vaccine. Mandate, like you got to. We don't got no proof of nothing, and it doesn't do nothing, but you got to. And he couldn't play at home. And then I heard, I just can't believe this, that visiting unvaccinated players were allowed to play. Now, people, well, you got the government, you got people and senators and stuff who don't get dope tests, by the way, just making laws up. What are you talking about? Somebody who's visiting the Brooklyn Nets, their unvaccinated players can play, but ours here can't. That just does, what sense does that make? Somebody try to explain that, right? And let me tell you who slipped up and said what the truth. The president from France, Macron, right? He just said, I'm doing this to irritate unvaccinated people. I'm trying to irritate unvaccinated people because when they don't have any virologists or something, backing up their statements or backing up anything, they just say, we're just doing it, right? When those people that are doing that don't have dope tests, I'm going to keep saying it, politicians don't have dope tests. That's ridiculous. Everybody else, entertainment, other jobs, having dope tests. The people that make laws for us don't have dope tests. We got to change that because y'all need dope tests. I don't need nobody on coke talking about, oh, they could take that, right? And we ain't got no proof that they're taking it. It's a lot of stuff. I don't want to get too far in this video. It's about sport at the end of the day. But Kyrie Irving deserves an apology. Right? It was just his opinion. Like, I'm just simply not going to take that. Thanks very much. But I'll try to, get my, my normal resistance up. Right? I'll try to get that up. And I'll do my best. I eat my fruits and vegetables and make sure I got my cardio going on to keep my own resistance as high as possible. Right? I'm not going to take that. You guys give me one in a few years. Take your time. Come up with one in a few years that really, gives us protection. And I holler back. I'm pretty sure Kyrie Irving's vaccinated for other stuff. He didn't, then they try to give you names on TV, anti-vaxxer and all that old stuff. That's not really the case. It's just anti that shit. Sorry about the French. It's anti that stuff. It's not anti nothing else, right? It's not anti-vaccination and all of that stuff. So Kyrie Irving and Novak Djokovic deserve, I would say our, but it's not, your apologies. They really do. So let's get on that. And then let's learn something from this. Let's make sure if it's coming from somebody with a tie on, a suit and glasses, start seeing a ski mask. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm about to here, y'all.